Good afternoon, my dear students. I hope
Good
you all are
afternoon.
in good health and taking good care of yourself. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. With the September 2024 exams just around the corner, I trust that each of you has utilized your time effectively and prepared diligently to excel in your exams. My dear students, exams not only test your knowledge, but also your strength and ability to manage yourself effectively. It is natural to feel anxious, but remember, you have the strength within you to overcome any challenges that come your way. As Chanakya wisely said that as soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. Believe in yourself, study hard, and success will be yours. There is no shortcut, no secret to success. So stay focused and keep pushing forward. On behalf of the Board of Studies, I, Dr. Ruchi Agarwal, warmly welcome you to the Success at CA exam session for Paper 6B Strategic Management at Intermediate level. As we gear up for the exams, it is common to have questions and concerns. Many students struggle with exam anxiety, especially before the crucial exams like this one, the Chartered Accountancy course. However, it is important to understand that these struggles can be overcome. In our previous session, last session on August 10, 2024, we discussed how to prepare for the exam. Today, we will focus on how to score well in the exam. Different students have different approaches to study and understand the concepts. Whatever be your approach, it is crucial not to underestimate this subject as merely theoretical. It's a totally a practical oriented subject, the application based subject. Strategic management is both interesting and practical, especially when you can relate its concepts to the real world business developments and like Flipkart Walmart deal, Facebook Geo deal, Amazon growth strategy, impact of COVID-19 on business strategies, and so on. Here I'm going to tell you 4-5 tips for which will help you prepare effectively. First is in my every session, my basic emphasis is always on read magazines, read business magazines and business newspapers. Regularly read business magazines and at least one business or financial newspaper to understand the practical relevance of the subject. Read case studies multiple times. Identify key points that will help you answer questions effectively. Improve your ability to answer questions and analyze the case scenario. Avoid cramming. Focus on understanding concepts and writing concise to the point answers. Relate theoretical concepts to real life business situations to reinforce your learning. I will now share my screen to discuss strategy, examination day strategy and tips for CA paper 6 strategic management. If you have any queries during the session, please feel free to ask. Let's make this session fruitful and ensure that you are well prepared for the exams. Before we proceed, I want to leave you with a quote by Vince Lombardi. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Always remember these words. With this, on your screens. I think my PPT is already there. So we will start from here. Just a second. So first of all, question comes is that what is the objective of scheduling this class? To brush up your knowledge, focus on your presentation, what should be the exam strategy, solving of questions, discuss on the common issues, working on improvement, how we can improve it better, and motivate from better to best. Better to best. So directly I'm coming on examination because in my previous session we have discussed at length about the preparation tips. Now here I'm come up with examination tips. Importance of strategic management exams. Strategic management examination requires a comprehensive understanding of key concepts and the ability to apply them in real world scenarios. As you prepare for your strategic management exam, it is essential to have a clear strategy in mind to tackle the questions effectively. We are here come up with some tips to help you excel on exam day. Importance of understanding the exam pattern for effective preparation, which is very, very important. You should be aware about what should be the exam pattern. I think by this time, most of the students have gone through the mock test paper, both the series. So the exam pattern is more or less about the mock test papers. Understanding the exam pattern is crucial for effective preparation because it helps you tailor your study approach to the specific requirement of the exam. Exam pattern overview. Understand the exam pattern. Familiarize yourself with the exam pattern, including the number of questions, types of questions, how many questions are objective, how many questions are subjective, how many questions are compulsory, how much choice we are having, and the most important is the weightage of each section. So this will help you plan your time and efforts accordingly. We have skill-wise weightage, that is level 1 and level 2. Level 1 comprises of comprehension and knowledge, which consist of 30% to 55% in your paper, while level 2 is based on analysis and application based questions, which consist of 45% to 70%. Like if you have comprehension and knowledge is about 30% in your paper, then of course application and analysis is of 70%, and simultaneously vice versa. See the section fastly. We will once see the section wise and skill wise grid. We have 5 chapters of strategic management. First is introduction to strategic management. It is of 15% to 25% weightages there. That means from every chapter, there must be questions from minimum 9 marks and maximum 15 marks. Remember this, minimum 9 marks. So there is no scope to leave any chapter. You can't do selective study. Please remember it. Every chapter is having the equal weightage. that is 15% to 25. So that means from each chapter, you have to attempt at least 9 marks questions from every chapter in your examination. So the scope to leave the chapters or to do selective study is very less. The moment if you have left one chapter, that means minimum, bare minimum, you lose at least 10 marks out of 50 marks. So there is no scope. I'm emphasizing again and again on this, that please students don't try to do selective study in this paper. Then again, second is strategic analysis, external environment, then internal environment, where we will discuss so many models, generic strategies, Mandlow's model, which has introduced a new one in the new course. And one more thing I would like to tell, that students, those who have shifted from their old course to new course conversion, those students who have converted from old to new, my request to those students, please follow the new syllabus, new study material, as there are a lot of changes in the syllabus and study material of strategic management from old course to new course. Many topics we have introduced, like Mandlow matrix, like customer analysis, like 7 McKinsey model, and so many. And we have simultaneously delete things like benchmarking, business process engineering, Six Sigma. So my submission to you, please strictly follow the new guidelines, new syllabus, new study material. Okay. And moreover, the paper pattern is also totally changed from old to new. Next chapter is about strategic choices, where we will discuss about the various choices like liquidation, integration, turnaround strategies, and strategic options through different metrics like BCG matrix, G matrix, and SOFS matrix. And in the last chapter, strategy implementation and evaluation, where both organization structure as a hard and culture as a soft element of 7 McKinsey, strategic change through digital transformation, which is again a new topic, then strategic performance measures, again a new topic in the new scheme, right? So please remember that don't follow the old study material. Strictly follow the new study material, new syllabus, as well as the new paper pattern. Now, the paper pattern is on your screens. You can see this is whole summary of the paper pattern. As you all of us are aware that strategic management consists of 50 marks, right? So how we have bifurcated these 50 marks? 15 marks is compulsory MCQs. There are 15 marks MCQs which all are compulsory. There is no choice in the MCQs. Choice options are there in every MCQ, but there is no choice for students to attempt out of 3 to 4 or something like that, right? And all the MCQs are compulsory. Then again, how this 15 marks is bifurcated? Case scenario based 5 MCQs, which is of 10 marks, and 3 independent application based MCQs, which may be of 5 marks. It may also be possible that the paper setter can change little bit the marcation in these two independent MCQs as well as case scenario based. It may also be possible he may give 8 marks case scenario based questions MCQs and rest 7 marks in independent. But generally it is like that, right? And all the MCQs, whether it is arise out of case scenario or independent application questions, all the MCQs are analysis and application based, right? So you have to apply your mind before giving any answer. Then descriptive question consists of 35 marks, right? But here, out of 35 marks, 15-mark questions are again compulsory, which are basically caselet based questions. Small caselets are there and you have to give the answers in subjective form, right? And all the three caselets are compulsory. Again, there is no choice in this compulsory caselet based questions. And moreover, these all the three caselet based questions again are analysis and application based questions, wherein we will try to test your application skills for the subject. And last type of category is in descriptive questions is choose to select any 2 questions out of 3 questions with 2 parts of 5 marks each, right? Out of 3 you have to do any 2 questions and each question is having 2 parts of 5 marks. So 15 plus 15, 30 plus 10 plus 10, 50 marks. That's way you can attempt your paper. And remember that these questions are more or less comprehension and knowledge based questions. However, it may also be possible that few of the combinations can create and paper setter can ask any question in comprehension and knowledge based manner, or maybe in application and analysis based manner. Right? I think now you are very much aware about the paper pattern. So this paper pattern is entirely again different from the old course. So please follow this paper pattern. Now, tips for solving case scenario based question. Now, one by one, we will discuss here that how we will solve all the questions. So first is tips for solving case scenario based MCQs. Start with the questions. सबसे पहले, first of all, you have to start your scenario with questions, with MCQs. Begin by reading the questions related to the case scenario. Identify the concepts, note down or mentally identify or put it in your brain that the concepts mentioned in the questions. Read the case scenario. Read the scenario with a focus on finding the concepts identified in the questions. Link concepts. Connect the concepts from the questions to the relevant parts of the case scenario. Return to questions. Revisit the questions to the relevant parts as well as revisit the questions and attempt to solve them based on linked concepts from the scenario. Build approach can help you solve case scenarios more efficiently and accurately, improving your overall performance. Now, next is how to attempt independent application situational based MCQs. Again, read the question carefully, understand the scenario presented in the question and the specific information it provided. Identify the key concepts, determine which strategic management concepts are being tested in the question. This could include topics like competitive advantage, strategic analysis, strategic options, strategic exist, strategic formulation, implementation or evaluation, or any kind of organizational structure, or we can say any kind of model, anything can be possible. Any kind of diversification, any kind of Michael Porter's generic strategies, anything. So you have to identify that, analyze the situation, consider the given situation from the perspective of the concepts you have identified. Think about how the principles of strategic management apply to the scenario. Eliminate incorrect options. You have 4 options of every MCQ and try to eliminate the options so that you can easily find out the appropriate option out of the 4 options. Choose the best answer. Select the option that best aligns with the strategic management concepts and the specific details of the scenario provided in the question. Then do double check, review your answer. Double check your selection to ensure it accurately reflects the application of strategic management concepts to be given in the situation. And then move on. If you are unsure about any answer, make your best guess and move on to the next question. You can always come back to it later if you have time, but move on. If you are not sure, just jump, give a guess, and then jump to next one. Answering the compulsory caselet based descriptive questions. Very interesting. Use the star approach. I always say that use the star approach while answering the caselet based questions. But what is basically a star approach? In star approach, S stands for situation. Identify the key issues or concept in the case. Then task. Explain the concept or theory relevant to the case. Then action. Discuss the situation. And then result. Conclude with the outcome or impact of the action. This should be the structured answer of your compulsory caselet based descriptive questions. Answering direct theoretical questions. Highlight the main points with a brief description, such as bullet points with headings. Write your answers in a clear and concise manner. Rather than trying to cover everything, focus on providing in-depth analysis and well-supported arguments. Quality of content is more important than the quantity. Break the answers into brief points or paragraph. Support your answers with relevant examples from real-world scenarios to demonstrate your understanding of the concepts. Ensure your examples are well explained and directly related to the points you are making. Avoid diagrammatic representation or flowchart. Now, this is all about how to attempt the paper, right? Till the time, if anybody have any query in the paper pattern or something, please post your queries. If anybody have any doubts till the time, they can post your queries. So far, so good. No doubt to anyone? Good. Okay, then how to manage time in examination? How to manage time in examination? First of all, utilize your reading time, that is of 15 minutes. You have to utilize it. Make optimal use of the 15 minutes provided for reading the paper. Quick overview. Quickly go through all the questions to get an idea of what is being asked. Select questions. Choose the questions you will attempt based on your preparation and comfort level. Mark the questions you plan to attempt first to maintain focus. Time allocation. Allocate time for each question based on its difficulty level and marks allocated. Reserve at least 10 minutes for your revision. Adhere to the time. Stick to the allocated time for each question to ensure you cover all the questions. And keep your answers concise and precise and relevant to the marks assigned to each question. Somebody has raised the query, ma'am, answer sheets नहीं होता, sheets, SHEETS. Answer sheets are checked by computer or manual. Sorry, this is totally related to exam department. I have nothing to do with. In conclusion, I can say that effective preparation, practice, and time management are the crucial factors for success in your strategic management exams. Use these tips to enhance your exam taking skills and approach each question with confidence. Here are some of the common issues we generally got from students on various platforms related to some common things, that ma'am, what should be the marking pattern? My dear students, there is a stepwise marking pattern is followed. Breakup of marks done for writing of relevant concept headings. Application of that concept with respect to the given business case, short case in question. Now, what are the sources available for revision practice? We have a lot of sources. ICAI has given you a lot of sources. You have to explore those sources. First of all is our live virtual classes, wherein you will log in on these classes through your mobile app, BoS mobile app. All the recorded classes are there. Assignments, notes, PPTs, whatever mode the concerned faculty has taken, they will put all these contents on the website. Then MCQs practice portal. I repeat, MCQs practice portal. Very few students are aware about it. There is a MCQs practice portal where we have so many independent MCQs as well as case scenarios with MCQs for the practice of our students. Then RTP of September 2024, as well as you can do RTP of May 2024 for your revision and practice. Then suggested answers, past attempt till now in the new scheme, there is only one suggested answers, that is of May 2024 examination. You can go through and understand that the kind of questions and answers you have to attempt. Then mock test papers for both series 2024, both series. So you have ample number of content if you want to really study hard. Can we write answers in our own language? Many students ask this question. Yes, you can, but do not forget to use keywords. Underline them and make sure you write answers in bullet. You know, every subject is peculiar. Every subject have its own terminology. So you have to use those keywords, that terminology which exists, prevails in the paper of strategic management. It helps make your answer easy to read and mark by the examiner. Uses of language, manner of giving answer. Okay. Language to be used should have business touch. That means the terminology which you are using is having some business touch. No generic answers. Be very specific about the answers. Don't write stories, right? Use bullets and pointers. Properly framed language. No flowchart. Properly sentence formation should be correct. Underline the keywords. Keep it simple and easy to understand. Do not try to make it flowery. Do not try to make it phrases form. Proper conclusion in line with requirement of question is a must. Right? Then, is there any negative marking? No, my dear student, there is no negative marking. That's why I suggest all of you, so please, if you are not aware about any answer, and if you are not confident that whether the answer is correct or not, but still you please attempt all the MCQs, all the questions. Since there is no negative marking till now, so it is always advisable to all the students that please at least try to attempt all the questions and complete your paper in wholesome in a stipulated given time. Few of the students asked, ma'am, which part to attempt first, part A or part B? It is again up to you, beta. You can decide that, but make sure the part you start, you should complete that before going to the another one. Don't mix both the parts. Complete one and then go to the other. To succeed in your mission, you must have single-minded devotion to your goal. Always remember, and these are the words by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, that to succeed in your missions, you must have single-minded devotion to your goals. With this, if anybody have any doubt, you may ask me. You all are welcome to post your doubts, or otherwise we will start with mock test paper. I'm giving you 2 minutes. If anybody have any doubt, please raise your queries, post your queries to me. Any kind of doubt related to strategic management subject. Debashish, Kiran, anybody have Madhulika, Pranshu.
Ma'am, running handwriting is acceptable in the exam.
Pardon, Kiran, please speak little bit
Running,
loud.
ma'am, running handwriting is acceptable, or we have to write in bold letters
Running
only?
handwriting.
Yeah, ma'am.
Beta, handwriting should be neat and clean. It's up to you that what handwriting you are writing. But please remember that if you are writing something, somebody can read it. We don't know that who is going to check your answer sheet, right? So it
Yes,
should
ma'am.
be neat so that anybody can read that handwriting,
Okay, ma'am.
right? Anything
Yes,
else?
ma'am.
Kiran, do you
No,
want
no,
anything
ma'am.
else?
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay, beta. Viresh, Smriti, so many students are there. If anybody have any doubt, please post. Okay, Devashish has written, are the MCQs of last attempt available in ICAI website? I got descriptive questions, but not MCQs. No, beta, no. MCQs are not available to anybody. That is within the institute itself. Rather, I can say within the examination department itself. Even we don't have the access of these MCQs, right? So you have so many MCQs on your MCQs portal. Why don't you practice from there? Can you explain about strategic control and types of strategic control? Yes, always. Strategic control. What is basically strategic control? Can anybody tell me in brief in 2 lines or in very specific words that what is basically strategic control? Except Vernesh, others will tell me that what is basically strategic control. How can we define it? Anybody? See, controlling is one of the major element or function of management, whether it is a principles of management, a very basic management. Likewise, strategic control is very important in strategy. You have some uh, task. Make what I'm giving you a very simple example before going in the strategic terms. I'll just give you an example of yours. For what you are preparing, you are preparing strategic management or any other of the subject to qualify for chartered accountancy course, right? You must have some target that this time I have to come uh, clear the intermediate, then after that 2 years articleship, then final group 1, group 2, something like that, right? You have a planning. For that you have to execute the things, right? आपको execute करना होगा, like you have to do hard work, आपको coaching classes लेनी है, or you will do it by yourself, and so many options you are having, right? How much time you have to spend on your subjects and how much time you have to spend on your article shape and so on. Ample number of. At the last is whatever you are doing is assessed by your exam department in ICAI. That is assessment. Whatever targets you have set it for, whether the set it targets are correct or not. It may also be possible that the targets which you have set it for yourself, it may be the chances that these are not the realistic targets, right? So for that matter you need control. That like in business I can say, if I said that I have 10,000 rupees, just giving an example, 10,000 rupees, I bought a raw material for rupees 10,000, and if we are spilling off or wasting that raw material of 3,000 or 4,000, how can I achieve to get a target of profit of 50% or 20%, whatever is the target? How can we get it if we are doing something other wrong? If I am spilling off that oil from the raw material, which cost is 20, you can say 2,000, so we can't get it. So for everything we need control. Likewise, strategic management, strategic control is also that control to regulate and to check the things, right? And then you have asked me about types of strategic control. Basically, there are three types of organizational control, that is operational control, management control, and strategic control, in which again strategic control is of four types. It is of four types. First is premise control. A strategy is formed on the basis of certain assumptions or presumptions that it will happen about the organizational environment, because we don't know, environment is a changing factor. So we don't know, like we can give the example of COVID-19. Nobody knows that such kind of pandemic can occur. That environment is turbulent. So many companies, so many organizations, the business of these organizations get totally changed. And premise control, it is a tool for systematic and continuously monitoring of the environment to verify the validity and accuracy of the premises on which the strategy has been built. Like inflation, liquidity, interest rate, technology, आपने देखा होगा, you have seen this or you have observed this, that as and when the federal rates of US get changed, even it was in US, but still our market get fluctuated. Why so? Environmental changes. So we have to closely monitor on these things. We have to closely control all these things, industrial factors like competitors, suppliers, substitutes, who are coming in our business, who are leaving our business, what are the substitutes which can be possible and which are available for the customers, who are our loyal customers. You have to think of so many ways. Then strategic surveillance. What is strategic surveillance? It involves general monitoring of various sources of information to uncover unanticipated information. By different sources you are gathering that it may also happen, it may also happen. Business magazines, through business magazines you will be able to know that Reliance or any other of the company, ABC company, is going to launch this very soon, which will impact the market. So your surveillance is on market. So that is strategic surveillance. Spatial alert control. Then sudden changes in the government, natural calamities can again change the organization dynamics. Then implementation control. Sometimes things get disturbed while you are implementing the thing. So in that case, again, you have to careful, and it is basically towards directly towards assessing the need for changes in the overall strategy in the light of events. So this is all about strategic control. Viresh, will you able to understand? I hope so. Or you have any query? Okay. No further queries. If anybody have any query, please post your query. Okay. Thank you, Viresh. We can move to NTPs. See, open MTP2. We will start with MTP2 series of August 24 itself, right? I think you are able to see on the screens. The question paper comprises two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 comprises case scenario based multiple choice questions, while part 2 comprises questions which require descriptive type answers. So first we will start with case scenario. Just go through the questions rapid firely. Sneha Rao's vision to transform DEF technology into a leading tech company illustrates which type of strategic intent. So that means you have to find out the strategic intent. How you will understand this? That why my pen is not working. Strategic intent. Then in the next question, strategic leadership, Sneha's leadership style. We have to find out. Then in the next, Porter's 5 forces. Then in the next, Ansof's product matrix. And then in last question pertains to competitive strategy. That is what we have identified, that we have to find out these 5 points in our scenario. Now we can start reading our scenario. Sneha Rao, founder and CEO of DEF Technologies, is renowned for her technological insights and visionary leadership style. She is having visionary leadership style. She problem solving, encouraging her employees, underline this line, encouraging her employees to think outside the box and embrace new challenges. Her exceptional ability to foresee technological trends and navigate complex market dynamics has propelled DEF Technologies to impress growth over the past decade. So you will get the answer of one of the MCQ in the first paragraph itself. What kind of leader is Sneha Rao? Tell me.
Transformational, ma'am.
Transformational, yes. So you will get your answer of one of the MCQ, right? Then next paragraph. Sneha started DEF Technologies in 2010 as a small software development firm with a vision to transform DEF Technologies into a leading tech company. She initially focused on developing custom software solutions for local businesses. However, intense competition and limited market demand led to financial difficulties. Undeterred, Sneha pivoted the business towards developing cloud-based solutions, leveraging the growing trend of transformation. This strategic shift, along with aggressive marketing, helped DFT capture a significant market share and become a leader in cloud services, setting new industry standards. In 2015, Sneha's brother Raj joined the company, and together they crafted an ambitious expansion strategy. DFT entered the global market, partnering with international tech firms to launch a new line of AI-driven cybersecurity solutions. This venture was highly successful, establishing DFT as a global brand and a key player in the cyber security industry. Again, we have a question of it on it. Fourth question, by entering the global market and launching AI-driven cybersecurity solutions, DEF Technologies pursued which expansion strategy from Ansof's product market growth matrix? Immediately, we have to prepare the growth matrix. Prepare the Ansof's growth matrix. So that you will get the answer. Then How we will prepare it? New market, existing product. All right. Existing market, existing product. So existing market, existing product is market penetration. Existing market and existing, sorry, it's new, not existing. Existing product and new product, right? Existing market and new product is product development. New market and existing product is market development. And new market and new product is diversification. So by this, what this company DEFT is doing? Which expansion strategy?
Diversification, ma'am.
Yes, they are coming all together different in a different market by coming in cyber security industries, right? So next paragraph is Raj then led the company's diversification into health sector with a new brand, MedTech Solutions. Again, they are re-diversified, recognizing the potential for technology to revolutionize healthcare. Sneha and Raj focused on developing affordable telemedicine platforms and AI-driven diagnostic tools. Their approach disrupts the market, providing high-quality healthcare solutions at lower cost and gaining widespread trust from the healthcare providers and patients alike. MedTech Solutions experienced rapid growth, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, as demand for remote healthcare services surged. At the beginning of 23, DEFT launched another new business, Green Tech Innovations, to address environmental challenges through technology. DEFT continues to explore new opportunities and ventures to stay at the forefront of the tech industries. This is all about scenario. Now, the first question is, Sneha Rao's vision to transform DEFT Technologies into a leading tech company illustrates which type of strategic intent? Leading tech company, that means it's a vision, right? Sneha's, why it is a vision? Anybody can tell me?
It focuses on the future position.
Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else who wants to say anything? Why it is vision? Because as this student, pardon, please speak.
Because it's dream to accomplish that vision, and it is not happening.
Because it is, this is what, it's a future aspiration, right? Vision kya hai? What is basically vision? Which refers to the aspiration of future state. And what Sneha Rao wants from DEFT is to lead, is to become a leading tech company. That means that is her vision, right? Next question is Sneha's leadership style that we have discussed. It is already very clear, transformational leadership. When DEFT expanded into the global market with AI-driven cybersecurity, which Porter's 5 forces was most likely mitigated by forming partnership with international tech firms. Post your answers. This you have to tell me that why, what is the correct answer and what is the reason of that answer. Anybody?
And it is the intense rivalry among existing competitors.
Yes.
Because because they are
power of suppliers.
no, ma'am.
Intense rivalry among existing competitors. Why?
मैम वो कॉम्पिटिटर के साथ ही तो कोलैबोरेट कर रहे हैं।
No. No.
Ma'am, can you once again show the para in the question, ma'am?
Where do you want? Here in the question itself, it is mentioning that when DEFT expanded into global market with AI-driven cybersecurity solutions, which of the Porter's 5 forces was most likely mitigate by forming partnership with international tech firms? This paragraph. Which Michael Porter's force was most likely mitigated? Better, do you know the meaning of mitigation?
यस मैम,
Resolved.
खत्म कर दिया।
So which one? Which one is the threat of new entrants?
यस मैम।
You got my point. Why should I ask you the meaning of mitigation? This is what students generally mistaken. Read the question very carefully, what we have asked you in the question. Right, Kiran? Will you be able to understand what I want to emphasize on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
By forming partnership with international tech firms, DEFT for new competitors, DEFT technology strengthened its market position, creating barriers to entry of new competitors. Right? That's why it's a threat. This move will become a threat for new entrants. These partnerships provide access to resources and technologies of this international technology and all. That's why it is difficult for new entrants to replicate, thus reducing the threat they possess. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Next question is, this we have already done. ANSOF's product matrix बनाइए आप. क्या करना है आपको? बना के डाइवर्सिफिकेशन कब होता है? जब एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट न्यू प्रोडक्ट होते हैं और न्यू ही मार्केट होती है. और इसमें क्या हो रहा है? By entering the global market and launching AI-driven cybersecurity solutions, DF technology pursued with expansion strategy from ANSOFs. What should be the expansion strategy from AI-driven cybersecurity solutions? Then we are going into diversification. New markets, new products, right? Then last question is, MedTech solutions focus on developing affordable telemedicine platforms and AI-driven diagnostic tools reflects which of the following competitive strategy?
Cost leadership.
No. How cost leadership?
Affordable telemedicine.
Okay. Anybody else?
Differentiation or focus?
Beta, out of 4, definitely for sure, 1 should be the correct.
Focus on developing affordable
No.
medicine.
Best cost provider strategy. What is basically best cost provider strategy and how it is? The best cost provider strategy involves offering products or services that provide superior value by combining low cost with differentiation.
मैम ये बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग था.
Right? Why it is confusing?
मैम ये फोकस
Low cost, try to understand. Listen, Kiran, just listen to me. Low cost with differentiation. If both the things are given, then there is a best cost provider strategy. In the given question, both the things are there.
Differentiation and low cost.
आप टेलीमेडिसिन प्लेटफॉर्म्स प्रोवाइड करा रहे हो, एआई ड्रिवन डायग्नोस्टिक टूल्स बता रहे हो, दे रहे हो उनको, एंड विद लो कॉस्ट. So that's why the answer is best cost provider strategy. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think now you are clear with all these scenario-based MCQs.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Come to the second MCQ types of MCQs, that is compulsory application based independent MCQs. They are also good, very good MCQs are there. A traditional Desi Ghee company modernized its production and introduced probiotic Desi Ghee, facing initial market doubts. Aggressive marketing campaigning highlighted its benefits, gaining acceptance. During which stage of the product life cycle did the Desi Ghee company face doubts but gained acceptance through aggressive marketing campaigning? Immediately prepare a something like that. Introductory, growth, maturity, decline. Tell me, in which stage?
Introductory, ma'am. Introduction, ma'am.
Introductory, why? Reasons.
Ma'am,
You have to tell me the reasons
ma'am,
also.
Yes, ma'am. शुरू में उन्होंने इंट्रोड्यूस किया, उनको चैलेंजेस आए, फिर उन्होंने उसको मिटिगेट करके ग्रोथ कर लिया.
See, aggressive marketing campaignings.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Aggressive marketing campaigning कहाँ है होता है? Introductory में. Modernized, they are changing into normal traditional desi ghee to probiotic desi ghee. Initial market doubts हैं, they are having doubts initially whether this product is acceptable or not, right? So there are few 3-4 clues which all are indicating towards the introduction stage, right? Next one. Value Mart is a discount retail chain that targets budget conscious consumers by offering a wide range of products at the lowest possible prices. The company achieves this by sourcing goods in bulk, negotiating lower prices with suppliers, and maintaining lean operations. Value Mart's goal is to dominate the market by attracting price-sensitive customers for competitors. Which of Michael Porter's generic strategies is Value Mart primarily employing? What are the 3 Michael Porter's generic strategies? Cost leadership, differentiation, and focused strategy, which is further divided into focused cost leadership and focused differentiation. Now you please tell me the answer, that what is the correct one?
And cost leadership.
Yes, absolutely correct. It's a cost leadership. It's a very simple that at low price, everything they are giving, and they are lowest possible prices. That is cost leadership, right?
Yes.
Last is a women's cloth brand organized recognized new opportunities and researched emerging trends and consumer preferences. They introduced a new clothing line, received positive feedback from initial trials, and grew through strategic partnerships and targeted advertising. What strategic choice best describes this approach? Again, prepare a grid. Existing production, new production, existing market, new market. When existing market and existing product, क्या होगा? Market penetrate. New market, new product क्या होगा? Product development. Right? New market, sorry, new market, new product. Diversification. New market, sorry, existing market, new product is product development. And then new market or existing product is market development. Now, what the case reflects? It is reflecting, tell me.
Product development.
Yes, absolutely correct. Product development, in which existing market and new product, right? So you have to consciously give the answers after doing proper working of your MCQs. If you are able to score full marks in your MCQs, just think of it that 15 marks, if you are able to score, nobody can stop you to qualify strategic management with good marks. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then we can jump to prescriptive questions. Here, I think there is nothing to so much discuss on it, but still we can do at least caselet based questions, because generally students wrote very, I can say, incorrect answers while framing the answers of caselet based answers. Technova, a leading software development firm known for its cutting-edge operating systems, is developing a groundbreaking new platform. Electrowave, an emerging player in the electronics and hardware industry, specialize in manufacturing advanced devices. Technova and Electrowave have decided to join forces to design innovative laptops and smartphones, aiming to tap into the new markets and broaden their business horizons. What kind of external growth strategy is being considered by Technova and Electrowave? Tell me. What kind of external growth strategy they are using? Provide me the answers. Pranshu? Viresh is writing market expansion. Okay. But here I am asking you external growth strategy. What kind of external growth strategy?
merger हो जाए और generate merger.
Good, good. Which merger? Which type of merger is there?
Ma'am, co-generic.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It's a co-generic merger. It's a clear-cut example of co-generic merger where collaboration between this Technova and Electrowave. One is Technova is a software development firm, and Electrowave an electronics and hardware manufacturing company, which represents a co-generic merger. What is basically a co-generic merger?
And where the two companies come together who are separate but somehow related also. And they form a new product.
From related background, related industry, but not competing each other.
Yes. Yes.
Those companies are known as co-generic. And here it is like that only, and they both of us joining by their hands, they both of us complementary each other, strength and diversify their product into new offerings.
Alone
Right?
they cannot make a new product.
Yeah.
Single-handed वो laptop
Absolutely, absolutely. Right?
Yes.
So you have to write here about co-generic merger. Next is Vikram Patel owns a chain of 10 bookstores across the Mumbai region. 3 of these stores were launched in the past 2 years. He has always believed in strategic management and enjoyed robust sales of books, magazines, and other educational material until about 5 years ago. However, with the increasing preference for online shopping, the sales at his physical stores have declined by approximately 60% over the last 5 years. Analyze Vikram Patel's current position in light of the limitations of strategic management. What you have to do? You have to write the limitations of strategic management. What are the limitations? Environment is dynamic, unpredictable, unexpected, difficult to forecast. It's a time-consuming process. Strategic management.
It's a costly process.
Yeah, costly. Good. This all you have to write, but with reference to the case scenario. Right?
Yes.
Last caselet based question is Orient Tech Solutions Private Limited is renowned for its ability to launch groundbreaking software products. Despite the relaxed and casual work environment at Orion, there is a strong commitment to meeting deadlines. Very good. Employees at Orion believe in the work hard, play hard ethic. The company has shifted from a formal hierarchical structure to a more result-oriented approach. That means there is an informal relationship in the organization. Employees are deeply committed to the company's strategies and work diligently to achieve them. They safeguard innovations and maintain strict confidentiality and secrecy in their operations. Their work culture is closely aligned with the organization's values, practices, and norms. What aspect of an organization are being discussed here? Explain. Tell me.
Strategic
values,
culture में,
con-
culture में, strategic culture
Okay.
में.
Yes, yes, थोड़ा सा पास पहुंचे. You are nearby to the answer, Kiran. Organizational culture.
Structure. Okay.
Here in the whole scenario, they are telling you that what is the culture in the organization. Employees are hardworking, they work hard, they are diligently do the work. Company strategies are, employees are deeply committed towards their work, towards to achieve the company's strategies, as well as there is no hierarchical structure. The company has shifted from a formal hierarchical structure to a result oriented approach. These all are reflecting that what is basically the culture in an organization. So here we are discussing the organizational culture of Orient Tech Solutions Private Limited, right? I think by this time,
Organizational culture को explain करेंगे.
yes. First you have to tell this, identify this, and then you have to explain this. Like that, a strong supportive strategic culture जो है at Orient makes employees feel genuinely better than their jobs, work environment, and all this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you please tell me that after doing so much of caselet based till this, our paper was totally analytical and application. Don't you think so that it's a very interesting paper?
Yes, ma'am. आता हो रहेगा तो बहुत interesting.
Right? So what you have to do is you have to implement the concepts of strategic management in your daily life.
Yes, ma'am.
Your approach while you are reading this paper, while you are studying this paper, your approach should be not like that we have to pass, we have to cram, it is very difficult, it's a theoretical paper. No, it's totally a practical paper, it's totally a application oriented paper. Just apply your mind and just understand the things carefully. What is being asked by the question, you have to identify it correctly, and then you have to write about it, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have to read the question very carefully.
Yeah,
Half work is done there only. We
right.
have to understand the question.
Correct. So can we move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Rest of the questions are very straightforward questions. Just within 5-10 minutes we will discuss and complete it. Analyze the role of key success factors, KSFs, in determining competitive success within an industry. What are KSFs?
Key success factor, ma'am.
It's a full form. What are
Yes, ma'am.
KSFs? What are Kiran? What are your KSFs?
And factors which are responsible to the success of an organization.
Good.
Or its strategy.
Very good. What are your KSFs?
You can work hard.
Curiosity, hunger for knowledge.
Okay, hunger for knowledge. Good tagline. What else?
You can work hard, ma'am.
Dedication.
Okay. Right. You got my point. What I want to discuss here. Likewise,
Yes,
you have to think for organization. Every organization has different KSFs. Even with the passage of time, the same organization have changes of KSFs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo, what about the next is, what are distribution channels and why is analyzing them crucial for business expansion? It's a very simple question.
Yes, ma'am.
What are distribution channels and why is analyzing them crucial for business expansion? If you have prepared the product very well in your factory, but if you are not able to distribute that product within the stipulated time to the relevant customer, your product will become dump. Like I can give you an example of festivals, candles, or you can say lightings and this diyas and all. The sale of all these products are generally exorbitant during the festive season of Diwali. If your distribution channel, if your strategies are not up to mark, and you will not be able to deliver these products before Diwali to your customers, then the whole system get collapse, right? So you have to be very cautious about your distribution system. Describe 3 main types of channels. You can easily sale channel, product channel, service channel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is, what is a strategic vision? And what are the essential components that make it an effective tool for guiding an organization's future? It's again a very straightforward question. You have to write the strategic vision. What is basically strategic vision? And what are the essentials of strategic vision? Think creatively, intelligent entrepreneurship is required, create enthusiasm among members of the organization, clearly illustrates the directions in which the organization is headed. These all are the essential strategic vision features. Then next question is, which strategy is implemented by redefining the business, by enlarging its scope of business and sustainability, increasing investment in the business? What explain the major reasons for adopting this strategy? Tell me.
Growth expansion.
Yes.
Growth and
Why it is growth expansion, redefining the business, enlarging the scope of business, or substantially increasing investment? These all are the features of growth strategy. And what are the major reasons for adopting growth strategy? You have to write them also, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Describe the principal aspects of strategy execution process which are included in most situations. It's a very simple question. Execution, what are the budgets banana, then staffing, organizing karna, uske baad ensuring that policies and operating procedures facilitate, motivate the employees, then corporate culture, and then internal leadership. These few are of the points while executing the strategies. How does the PESTEL framework assist in analyzing the macro environment? How does the PESTEL framework assist in analyzing the macro environment? Simple. You have to write the PESTEL framework. P for political, E for economical, S for social, T for technology, L for legal, and E for environmental. You have to cover all the factors of PESTEL framework. Okay, there is one internal choice in the questions, in the descriptive questions, that is, a manufacturing company is in direct competition with 15 companies at the national level. Okay. The head of the marketing department of this company wishes to study the market position of rival companies by grouping them into like positions. Name the tool that may be used by him or her. Explain the procedure that may be used to implement the techniques. Tell me.
Group mapping.
Yes. Yes. Strategic group mapping. You have to explain that. Will you be able to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now you please tell me that do you find any problem while we are doing this mock test paper?
मैम आप करवा रहे थे ना इसलिए प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी हम लोग
No, Kiran, you
कितनी
just
गलतियां की
here my submission is just to tell you that how you have to understand the question, on which points you have to give special emphasis while you are reading any question. That's the only reason behind doing MTP over here, so that students will understand that how they have to understand the question. Right? You people know each and everything. If you have studied hard, I think every student knows the concept, but they don't know that what concept they have asked in the question. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, correct.
I have to find out that. Here I had taken this MTP just for that matter, so that my students will understand that how they have to read the question paper, how they have to understand the questions. If anybody have any doubt, any kind of doubt, you are always welcome. Post your queries. Always post your queries. I will definitely reply you. You can post your queries on my email ID even also, ruchi.gupta@ICAI.in, or you can post your queries on Ask Your Query sessions. Right?
Yes,
and if anybody have any doubt, please let me know. Otherwise, I am going to wind up this session. Any doubt?
Ma'am, the first MTP questions we can do, the MCQs.
Okay. Which question? Actually, that is not in my PPTs. If you are having any specific query, you may please read. Or you can always welcome to post your query on my Ask Your Query app. If you are having handy MTP 1, you are welcome to ask me. Not yet?
I just have the soft copy, ma'am.
You have soft copy? And if you have any query, you are always welcome. We can discuss right now. Do you have? Not yet?
Ma'am, the first, the big question, the MCQ.
Please read out. Read out. Actually, my technician is not there, and just a second. I will try if he is having my copy. You please read out.
Kriti Private Limited has been importing French format cheeses under the brand name of Fromage since 2017. The company was amongst the first in India to introduce innovative unbreakable cheese packaging. Their affiliate, a French company owning Fromage, had entered into a progressive deal wherein products could be sourced to India via their logistics, and all marketing expenditures would be covered by them. However, customer management and nationwide distribution would be taken care of by Kriti Private Limited. This required an English-speaking skilled workforce, which has been a constant challenge for the company in India. Owners of Kruti Private Limited have been regular attendees at industry-relevant conclaves, both national and international. Leaders of the company are passionate readers of big business magazines. Following that, it was observed that the recent sentiment of company towards vocal for local could disrupt their French brand's marketability. An extraordinary meeting was set up and steps ahead were planned. The outcome of the meeting was to partner with local producers of traditional Indian cheeses in phase 1 of the change strategy. For this
case scenario.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you find any difficulty in this case scenario?
Yes, ma'am. To identify the correct.
Beta, I have already told you in my session 2-3 times. First, just give one glance to the MCQs before going to read the case scenario. In fact, I have started my case scenario before started to read the case scenario. I have jotted down the points of which in MCQ we have asked. Isn't so or not? Isn't so or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So first you have to do this, na? You have to find out what questions, what queries are there. You have to follow that strategy. Then only you will be able to find out the answers fast. Right?
Okay.
So that when you will be going to read the scenario, na, you will just simply underline those points which have already been asked in the MCQs. It will save your time. That is what I wanted to tell you. Okay, do it in that sense. And if you have any doubt, please ask me. If you have any particular doubt.
No, ma'am, that's all.
Okay. If you have any doubt, you are always welcome to connect with me. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
With this, I can only say that best of luck with your preparations, and remember, always remember that your hard work will definitely pay off. Have faith in yourself, repose faith in yourself, and do the work with full hard work diligently, and I'm sure you all will get success in your examinations as well as in your future career. Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much to listen me very patiently. One of the student is Saransh updated to September 24 exam and study material, but still it is in under preparation. It is almost about to finish. Most likely we will be able to launch it very soon. Meanwhile, I have already published 2 chapters in Saransh form, in capsule form in our students journal. One of the February 2024 issue of student journal, and one of them is in, I think it's September or August issue. So at least for 2 chapters you can go over there and see the capsules, right? Okay, thank you, Pranshu. Thank you, students. Thank you,
Thank you,
support
ma'am.
team. Thank you very much. All the best. Ashok ji.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, thank you.